Hey guys, it's Boujee from Boujee, Texas Barbecue, and today I'm going to show you how to reverse sear a chipotle adobo marinated picanha. Plus, I'm going to give you a mango chimichurri recipe that's going to complement this steak, and it's going to be your new summer go-to recipe. So don't go anywhere, guys, because it's about to get juicy. So the first thing we're going to need to do is prepare our marinade. You're going to need 7 ounces of chipotle in adobo sauce and half of a large orange. And save the pulp, we're adding that too. Next, you're going to add onions, garlic powder, onion powder if you're feeling a little bougie, plus the orange pulp, and then you're going to blend. Set it to the side, and now it's time to prepare our steaks. Picanha is the most popular cut of beef in Brazil, and it's also known as the sirloin cap. I'm not going to do too much to it. I'm really just going to remove any silver skin that I see. One thing I am going to stress is the fat cap. I am going to score it. Now, the reason I'm doing this is to help it render down during the cook and the sear. Anyone who's had this cut before knows how delicious the fat cap can be once it's perfectly rendered. Last thing to do is dry off the fat cap before submerging it into the marinade. Now, I do want to point out you're only going to submerge the meat part. If the fat gets in there, it's okay, but we want to add salt to the fat cap because the salt is going to help pull moisture from the fat cap, which is going to help us during the cooking and searing process. So I only recommend marinating for 2 to 3.5 hours max because our marinade has citric acid plus vinegar. We want to complement the beefy flavor. We don't want to overpower it. Now let's talk about fuel and fire. Today I'm using Oklahoma Joe's lump charcoal, and I used about 1/4 of a chimney. I like my smoked meats to have that mahogany color, so I'm adding a very thin cherry wood split. And because of our flavor profile, I'm also going to be adding mesquite wood. I'm using the chunks. The chunks go a long way because this is definitely a stronger wood. Now it's time to add our picanha roast after allowing my Oklahoma Joe's Bronco to preheat for about 30-35 minutes or until that smoke is nice and transparent. Smoke them low and slow at 225 degrees for 30 minutes or until they reach an internal temp of 105 to 110. While our meat is smoking, let's prepare our chimichurri. Because it's going to be slightly sweet, savory, and rustic, I do recommend using cilantro and parsley for this chimichurri. And of course, you're going to add all the baddies, onions, garlic, Fresno peppers before you add the originals and non-originals. By non-originals, I mean the mango. Give it a good mix. My full recipe will be down below in the description, so don't forget to check it out. Alright, our chimichurri is done and it's been 30 minutes, so it's time to pull our roast off the smoker. Now, I didn't say they were going to be pretty, but they should have a color tone just like this. Don't worry, the true color will be coming when we're searing. Now, I'm going to place these to the side, wrap them in foil because Texas flies are brutal, and I'm going to put my Oklahoma Joe's Bronco on grill mode. Please be careful when you do this step when you put the Bronco on grill mode. Since my fire was still going, I only added about 5 to 6 chunks to get it nice and hot. While the Bronco does its thing, it's time to skewer our picanha. The desired thickness is 100% up to you. I like a nice thick steak, so I'm cutting them about 1.5 to 2 inches. Full disclosure, this step can get a little messy, but that's okay. Just aim for the center of the steak and try to insert the skewer where you scored the fat cap. Because it's so thick, it can be a little bit difficult to get it in there. Also, when you slice your picanha, you are more than likely going to get bigger pieces and smaller pieces. This is kind of a common sense thing. They're going to have different cook times. So place the bigger steaks on one skewer, the smaller steaks on another skewer, or just cut them off before you even smoke the roast. Use it for burgers, use it for another day. They're really good steak bites. If you've never tried picanha steak bites, they're actually really delicious. Now, the very last thing I'm going to do is add some coarse kosher salt before heading outside. The prep time of getting these steaks actually onto the skewers took about 10 to 15 minutes, which was plenty of time for my Bronco to get nice and hot. The cook time on the steaks is going to range anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes depending on the size of your steak. Now, when you hear 8 minutes, that might sound like a long time, but remember, we need to render down that fat cap, so it's going to need some time on those hot grates. With that being said, you need to watch for flare-ups. So I recommend having a pan or some foil, a disposable pan, anything really to the side. In case you do get those flare-ups, you can remove the steak from the heat, put it back, and get that fat nice and rendered. Once the steaks are removed from the grill, they really only need about 10 minutes before slicing. Give that chimichurri a nice stir before serving as well. Alright guys, and that pretty much wraps up the recipe. We got fat and smoke from the picanha, deep earthy heat from the chipotle marinade, sweet freshness from the mango, and a herbaceous punch from the chimichurri. That sounds like a naturally delicious summer bite. Ooh-wee. And from these results, it's just proof that you don't always have to grab a prime. These were choice cut picanhas. Just saying. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. And as always, the recipe link will be down below for y'all to reference. Till next time, guys, enjoy.